Za ue fruik ni maya nifta ting nikunting nari tumpaya katos ake akatos ekon talana weruta yasi. Za ue fruik ni maya nifta ting nikunting nari tumpaya katos ake akatos ekon talana weruta yasi. Za ue fruik ni maya nifta ting nikunting nari tumpaya katos ake akatos ekon talana weruta yasi.
Howdy, good evening, everyone. Yeah, probably I just realised I have my microphone live still. There you go. There we are. We're back here for our part 2 of our wonderful. I can just probably blasting everybody's ear rolls off there. Mute myself temporarily. So yeah, here we go. We are live with our part 2 of Let's Roll, which is the newbie class of our choice. Adventure into the world of D&D. Fortunately, we couldn't play last Friday because my internet was not behaving itself. It was a bit flawed that day, so we've managed to reschedule. We're coming back in. We've got Balth, he's the DM rather. Baz, he's going to be playing as Peanut. Kipe is Dali. I'm Norbert, and then we've got Lewis as Alarith. What I'm going to do is I'll quickly run through the character screen again so you can remember what we've got. So we've got Alarith, which is Lewis. He's Dragonborn, tough nut, doesn't really like people. Dali, nice human paladin for us to rely on a little bit to lead the way and keep us healed and out of danger. We've got myself as Norbert. He's a half-elf wizard. Bit of a twat, actually, if we're honest. A bit squishy, too, as we found out. He seems to be getting into a bit of trouble from time to time. But he just wants other people to do a job for him. And when they fail, he lets them know about it. And then lastly, we've got Peanut Fizzlebottom, which is Baz. And he's a little gnome druid who has a squeaky little voice, but he kicks ass from such a low level. But yeah, they're the 4 characters you will see tonight. We're trying to be in character and trying to keep it relatively straight, but don't expect anything too much. But if you do have any questions about it, you can throw them in chat. I might not read all of them. I might not be able to get around to them, but please enjoy, and hopefully it will give you a bit of inspiration towards maybe having a go yourself. So without further ado, I'm going to switch back to my live screen. There we go, and that is our board and chat and everything else that you can see. So I'm just going to unmute myself and drop back into Discord and then speak with the boys and girls in there. Hopefully, if it behaves itself. There we go. Right, I'll unmute myself. That would be good. And there we go.
Good evening.
Back again.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
That voice is great. Fucking Frank Bruno from Birmingham.
Well, you missed the fun we had with Peanut. We've just helped his balls drop. So
oh yeah, he wasn't high pitched enough, was he? Are they dragging on the ground now, Baz? Peanut, even sorry. Are your peanuts dragging on the ground even?
Mr. Buzz. Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut. Oh dear. Yeah, as I said earlier, I can't remember half of what I'm supposed to do with this, but so Bal, expect a few. Yeah, I was going to say expect a few questions as we go.
That's fine. Ask questions. If there's anything you don't understand at any point, feel free to ask.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Well, I believe you were smoking a pipe last night.
Yeah, I was. I was studying that pipe, wasn't I? I was giving it a good old turning over in my hand.
That's not a pipe.
It had something coming out of it. There we go. That was that dwarven pipe there. Yes, there we are. Didn't know. That's a very good question. Did I suck or did I blow?
You blew it, shocking.
Hey, there he goes.
Okay, so are we ready now?
Yeah, let's make a fool of ourselves.
Let's do that. we can all do that very well. We're very well at making a fool out of ourselves.
Oh, dear.
Today and Aliath?
I am ready.
I think Gaz needs to select his character, or Norbert needs to select Norbert,
Yep.
and Aleath needs to select Aleath.
Bottom of your chat box, yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
we go. Well spotted. Peanut.
Okay. So I'll give you a quick recap of what happened last time then, just to refresh your
Last
memories.
week in Dungeons and Dragons.
So, last time, the party met inside the Jolly Otter Tavern in Pine Pond. Dlee convinced them all to accompany him on an adventure with the promise of gold and riches. The party travelled west through the Blight Forest, where they were attacked by a group of twig blights. After dealing with the threat, the party continued westward. They then encountered a hut with a smashed door, inside which was a strange bird-like creature which communicated only by mimicking sounds. The group figured that the creature was offering them gold in exchange for going after some kobolds. Presumably, they were the ones responsible for the damage to the hut. The party continued north, where they came across a swift river. The rope bridge across the river had been destroyed, so the party used a nearby log as a makeshift bridge. After crossing the bridge, the party were attacked by a group of territorial bloodhawks. The party dispatched the bloodhawks, and Peanut lost his spear in the river during the fight. Afterwards, the group explored the island that the bloodhawks came from and found a dead human. They checked his pockets and found some gold coins and a strange pipe. Norbert spent a while smoking the pipe while thinking about home, and blew smoke in the shape of the house he grew up in without consciously intending to do so. After a short rest, the party continued west until nightfall, where they decided to make camp for the night, which is where you find yourself now. So I've awarded some XP for the Twig Blight encounter and the Bloodhawk encounter, and some general progression XP for a little social encounter with the Birdman and getting so far. So if everyone can give yourself 100 XP on your character sheets. It's 300 XP for the first level up.
Where's...
So on your character sheets,
Yeah.
top right,
Oh.
on the character sheet tab, there's experience points. If you just put 100/300, just so you know when you level up.
The top right of your character.
Yeah.
Is it the core?
Yeah, you have to click
On the core tab, yeah.
cog. Yeah, you have to click the cog.
Ah, okay.
Cog, not the cock.
Right, so we've got 100. Right, okay, there we go. Okay.
Okay, everyone done that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So could someone just roll me a d20? Nominate. Someone volunteer as tribute.
Someone roll a d20.
Yes.
Robert, would you like to?
Oh, fucking hell, you're asking me to do stuff now. Jesus. / 1d20, isn't it?
Yep.
Boink. Oof. That's my best roll for the evening gone.
It's all ones from here on out. So, the four of you've set up your camp, you've got out your tents and your bedrolls, and you're making up your camp for the night.
Mhm.
Just as night is starting to fall.
It is as well.
If the sound is too loud, let me know.
No, it's spot on.
So, night is starting to draw in. It's up to you what you want to do before you go to sleep.
Didn't we agree on watches?
I think you may have discussed it, but I'll be honest, I cannot remember if you said what order you were going to go in.
No, me neither.
Well, I believe Gaz.
Last.
Yeah, Gaz was first. Norbert was first.
I was
But
last. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, Norbert was first. As soon as he wanted to have a look at the pipe.
Yeah.
And then I can go second. And Peanut, you wanted to go last.
Yeah, because I want a few hours sleep, and then I want to get up really early when it's still dark.
So Keepy, that leaves you fifth.
That's perfect. Third.
Yeah, the Dragonborn has a bit of an issue with counting, doesn't he?
So,
There's got enough fingers.
read that again. Delete's third.
It's Norbert, Aleth, Delimath, wherever you pronounce your
The Maith.
silly common name.
He always has three
And-
names in every bloody game.
That's Peanut.
Okay. So is there anything you guys want to do before you turn in for the night?
I'm drinking.
Maybe we could have a little dinner or something. We'd have food.
Yeah, we
Always
got,
up for food.
yeah. Nobody ordered any Mackie D's.
What's the Mackie D?
It's
I'm going for shit.
he is as well. Get into that bush. Just don't go too far; it gets dark.
No, please go far. I mean, have you
Yeah.
ever had a smell of a Dragonborn shit?
Well, you're closer to the ground, so you probably smell it quicker.
It's dispersed by the time it's reached us.
Yeah, yeah,
Takes a little.
It
far
might
enough
not be a
away.
smelly one. It might attract unwanted attention.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not going to bury it.
You're not gonna. Wow, I'm
No.
gonna say, can't you cover it over like a cat? You know.
No, he's just gonna do it like a wild animal.
Yeah,
I
While walking.
Well,
I don't have a shovel. But if someone has a shovel in their backpack, then they are more than welcome.
You can do it with your hands.
shovel your
Nope.
shit. Yeah.
I'm going to carry on drinking.
Yep. Oh dear. I'm just gonna sit here smoking that pipe and seeing what blows out of it.
I want to eat something. Does that just take down one ration or something, or what? How does?
If you want to, yeah, you can eat a ration.
Yeah, I want to eat a ration.
Keep track of your own inventory.
Yeah. So there's 10 and there's 2. Which one is what?
I think you've got
The
10
two is
rations weighing 2 pounds.
Yeah. Okay. So that'll be 9 then.
Mm.
I'm doing the same.
I realise I don't have any rations in my backpack.
You should have.
Starve.
I think 2 of you are at least outlanders anyway, so you're able to sort of forage for food.
Yeah.
I've used rations.
So basically, food is never an issue.
Ah, okay.
It's more RB for this group.
Yeah. Problem is standing in Dragonborn shit rather than finding food.
Yeah, he hasn't washed his hands either.
No.
Well, social distancing it anyway. Nope.
Yep. He's going to be following you around all night.
As long as he's not chasing you with poo on a stick, that's fine.
As long as he's not looking at a handkerchief.
Right, guys, have you done anything with that pipe? What have you discovered?
Apart from when I'm smoking it, and then whatever thoughts I have seem to appear in a smoke shape in front of you when you're smoking it, which is rather good. But you've got to be very careful with that.
So try it and then think about Alarth.
Oh,
You want to do that? See what happens.
well, I could.
Or you could think about kobolds. Maybe we get a hint of where they are.
Maybe yes. We could have a little bit of pipe weed in there and light it up from the campfire, and then we'll think about the kobolds and where they were and what they've been doing. And Also, the link with the mimic bird. Was it actually them?
Can you remember who worked out it was the kobolds? Was it you?
I think it was gas, yeah.
It was Norbert, yeah.
Jesus, glad you can remember. I think there's something weird in this pipe then, because I can't remember that.
Well, I remember 3 of us were in there, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Peanut.
I was keeping
confused as well.
an eye on the dragonborn because he went outside and he was walking.
right.
Are we talking about the?
Birdman.
No, that was me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
That was me. I asked if it was a bounty.
Oh,
Yes, I said he done three things. And he pointed and shaked. He shaked.
And I figured out it was a kobold because I listened
Yeah.
to this. Yeah.
Yeah, so you figured out that, and I figured out it was a bounty. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you going to try and think of a kobold then, Norbert?
Yes. I'm trying my damnedest to think of him.
Okay. Give me a wisdom check. Straight up wisdom.
So mine's a 4. Do I click wisdom?
Yeah, that should
Yeah.
work.
With a 7.
7.
7
So,
by the modifiers.
Yeah, plus the 4, yeah, so 11, yeah.
okay, so you're vaguely aware of what a kobold is, but you haven't necessarily encountered them close up yourself. So while you're smoking on this pipe, you're producing this kind of form that looks basically it's like the outline of a kobold. It's not too detailed, but you can make out they're kind of like very draconic features, scaly, lizardy. They've got horns, and then like scaly, like lizard-like legs. But it's reasonably detailed. But everyone else that knows what a kobold is can sort of make it out.
that's
But
a
it's not like intricately detailed though.
You just thought of kobolds, didn't you, Norbert?
I did, yes.
Yeah, I can see it on the shape.
That's that fucking voice. Yeah. So you guys, Ilrith, Peanut, and Lee, they can all see a better image of maybe the kobold because they've seen them before, whereas I'm kind of guessing with very basic.
I think it depends on our wisdom save rolls as well.
Yeah. He never sits still, does he?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't trust the environment. He's scouting if there's any enemies.
Maybe he's got the runs.
Yeah. Depends what he's just eaten and drunk, yeah. Just follow the trail. We know where he is.
Some more fibers.
Or if not, the smell.
Yeah.
No, he's marking his territory.
Yeah. Just as long as he
For
didn't
other
cock his
wild
leg up
animals.
against my tent, I'm all right.
I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah. Well, I'm staying awake for a bit longer with my watch. You all better get some sleep. I suspect we'll have a very, very busy day tomorrow.
I'm gonna carry on drinking.
So you fall asleep.
I'll go to sleep myself for until my watch.
Okay, so Norbert stays awake by the campfire. The other 3 of you retire and go to sleep in your tents. So Norbert stays awake for a few hours for his watch. Doesn't really hear much apart from the crickets, some owls hooting in the background. But it's otherwise uneventful. And after a couple of hours, it's time to wake up Aliath.
I'll go give him a quick kick. Yo, Elliot, get your ass out of bed. It's your turn. He's dead drunk, isn't he?
Speak
Yeah.
to me like that.
Come on. Just because you're pissed. Gonna do your duty. There you go. I'm off to bed. I need some sleep. I'm tired now.
Fine. Well, give me the pipe before you sleep.
There you go. You can have the pipe. He's in my tent. I'm a bit worried.
Join him in a tent, do you?
Yeah. He's trapped me in.
Sorry, I'm having shit.
He's shitting in the entrance to my tent. That's nice.
Okay, so I have the dwarven pipe. I decide to have a smoke on it whilst thinking about home. And all I see is rubble.
So yeah, it takes a while for you to kind of like learn the pipe and its ways and sort of attune to it. But after about like 10 minutes or so, it starts showing you kind of visions of what you're thinking about, much as it was doing for Norbert. So yeah, you think of your home then, and you just kind of like see ruins. Is that what you're doing for your watch? Just sort of smoking, sitting around?
Well, I was just gonna drink, to be honest.
So you just kind of sit there around the campfire, drinking as always, and smoking.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't hear any sounds apart from the usual background noises of the evening. You can hear some wolves howling in the distance. But otherwise, nothing is disturbing the peace. And it's time for Dlee to take over now.
I poured the rest of my drink over Delay to wake him up.
What is that?
Got numb nuts.
I suppose it's time to get up, isn't it, for me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone. I can see you're going to be a lovely companion to have.
Here's the pipe.
Oh, cheers, cheers. I take it, look at it, and sort of stuff it in my pocket. Just for me watch. I don't bother trying to smoke it. Yeah.
So you've got the pipe, but you're not smoking it.
Not smoking it, no.
Okay.
I figure there's probably better stuff where we're going. So
what are you doing on your watch?
just wandering around in the general area vicinity and looking out, but trying to be quiet as well so as not to wake the others.
Okay.
Other than that, not a lot.
So you patrol around the edges of the camp, but you don't hear or see anything. But then while you're up at the northeast side of the camp, you hear kind of the sound kind of like of some tent fabric moving aside. And sort of unbeknownst to you, but it wakes up Peanut. There's a bear that is sort of foraging in the tent, looking for food inside Peanut's tent.
You're all right there, Baz.
Well, I definitely hear Peanut wake up. Peanut, you okay?
There's a bear! There's a bear! There's a bear! Help!
Oh, and you want us to roll initiative, Bal?
You can roll initiative, yeah. So presumably with that high-pitched screeching, Norbert and Alea have been woken up by the commotion.
Who's making all that noise? Oh, it's a bear. That'll do you.
Oh,
I've got to roll an initiative as well. Oh, this is where I get splattered, don't I? Oh, come on. 20.
nicely done. But for some reason it doesn't add yours as usual.
Yeah.
He's cheating.
Yeah, I got it. It says you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Odd.
It's come up for me.
Yeah, it's come up for everyone else, but yeah, I'll put it in. Okay, so everyone rolled pretty damn good there.
Well, except for Delay.
Yeah, amateur 14.
Yeah, the bear rolled a nat 20 on its stealth check. And then we've got 2 20s in here, one of them natural. We're off to a great start. So this bear is kind of like rummaging in the back of Peanut's tent. It's smelt kind of like food from his backpack, and it's just kind of rummaging in there. But Peanut's come running out the front of his tent, screaming, waking everyone up. Norbert's startled awake. He's like jumped to his feet and is really, really like wide awake and alert as you are when you get startled awake mid-sleep. And it is turn first.
And Norbert, in his haste, when he woke up, ran out of his tent and trod in my shit that I left.
You forgot.
Yeah, do I need to do a dexterity check to see if I fell on my ass into his pile of shit?
You can if you want to.
Sure,
You want to take the risk?
I got a 12.
I think that you might have like clipped it a bit with your feet. You've trodden it a bit, but you've avoided the worst of it. And you certainly haven't like slipped on it like a banana.
Everybody was praying for a 1 or a 2, so I ended up on my ass in this shit. Yeah. Right, so is the bear actually in the tent at the moment?
He's kind of like got his head
Poking
peering through it. But he's outside on the hole.
Okay. I'm just bothered if I use any kind of magic missile or anything like that, I'm going to end up, or firebolt, for example, I'm just going to set Peanut's tent alight as well. Bit of collateral damage. Right, so I think I'm very vulnerable at times. If I upset the bear, I'm probably going to get trodden on in the next time. So I might just move out of the way and get a bit of distance between me and the bear. So I'm just going to move over there. Just for safety's sake. You watch, there's going to be a bear in the tree behind me, isn't there? And I think just for there, I don't really want to do anything else. Maybe I could use a minor illusion to distract them, but we'll see what the bear actually does the next time around. Because it's just foraging, there's no guarantees it's going to attack, but we may have to scare it off if necessary. So I think I'm just going to move to there and then stay there out of the way.
Sorry.
Okay. No actions or bonus actions?
No, because looking at my cantrips, etc., and I'm just thinking it might be...
Do you want to hold an action?
Yeah, you can ready an action to prepare later if certain conditions are met.
All right, okay.
So you could say something like, if the bear attacks Peanut, I will cast...
Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be using that. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, Peanut's looking a bit vulnerable there, but he's second choice to move. So it would be a suggestion to get out of the way and let Deli and Aelreth dive in if necessary. Yeah, I think we'll save the action then. If Peanut does get attacked for some reason, I will cast a minor illusion, which will basically kind of confuse the bear.
What would you use your minor illusion to do if it gets triggered? You can do a sound or an image.
I'll probably do a sound because I think the bear will react more to sound than maybe an image at that kind of time of night. So I'll make a big drum sound in the tent at the side of the bear, just to distract it away from Peanut.
But the sound would be coming from inside the tent.
Yes.
Okay. The same one that it's in.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Peanut's turn then.
Well, the bear got me by surprise, because usually I'm not that scared of animals, but he was right next to me with his big nose, and so I got scared a little bit. I don't really want to harm the bear, so I'm going to drop a fog cloud in the front of the tent.
Elliot's been doing them all night.
So I'm casting a fog cloud, and that's.
Peanut literally got up so quick he farted on.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about your farts, but mine never cause a fog. They just smell. So yeah, I'm casting a fog basically on 4, like it's a 20-foot radius sphere.
Yeah.
So that's 4 squares, right?
Radius, yeah. So yeah, 4 squares wide.
Okay, so I'm just
from a particular point.
Yeah, I'll cast it there.
The square above the bear.
Yeah, the square above the bear. Yeah, so it will
Okay.
be like there and there at least, and either above or below, whatever.
Oh.
And after that, I am going to next to Norbert. And that's it, I think. Do I need to do anything with the fog? I don't think so, does it? It's just a cloud of fog.
No, it's just there. But you you're having to maintain concentration to keep that fog there.
And
So
that
you
means-
cannot cast another concentration spell. And if you get attacked or something happens that otherwise distracts you, you have to roll a check to see if you can maintain your concentration.
Well, that's fine. I think. I don't know. Let's just do it. I can move?
Yeah, you can move. You can still do a bonus action.
Okay. Oh, is it that big, the fog cloud? I thought it was only 4 squares.
It's a 20-foot radius,
Yeah.
not 20-foot diameter.
Oh, okay. So then I want to like place it a little bit higher, so like we're all in the fog. Do it like maybe there, like if that's possible.
Like there, or
Yeah, that's fine.
okay. Is that it for you then?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, it's the bear's turn next. So okay, so the bear is now like engulfed in this smoke cloud, and he's been slightly startled by Peanut screaming and running out the tent. Caught him by surprise. But there's now like a thick fog cloud around him, so he can't see too well. However, he does have a keen sense of smell, and he can kind of smell food.
Good thing. It's a good thing I took my shit then, isn't it?
He can smell food coming from the rest of you, so like the other tents, maybe your pockets as well. So he's kind of like he can't see where you are to determine, is there a potential threat for him. So he kind of trundles along to the north. Doesn't say, just heavily obscured. So he sort of trundles over near the camp, gets near the fire, at which point he can see it earth. just suddenly come out the fog at him, which surprises him. And he decides to attack in his confusion. So he rears up on his back legs and swipes with his claws at Aleoth. But it was a bit of a clumsy attack, and he didn't really sort of manage to catch Aleoth properly. Aleoth obviously knew the bear was there before, was able to sort of dodge out of the way a little bit. And that's it for his move. Aleoth's next.
Okay. I can't use an attack and a cantrip, can I?
Depends on if the cantrip uses an action or not.
If it's a bonus action, you can.
How do you tell?
It will say on the spell.
Click on the eye, like the
Yeah.
eye. The eye.
I think I've also tagged anything that has a bonus action with bonus in brackets after you spell that.
Oh, okay. Well then, well, I was going to use a spell, but since he attacked me, I am going to retaliate and attack with my flail.
Okay. Um, 13 hits.
And then what do I do there?
Click the flail.
Click fire,
Do the
don't I?
damage. Okay, so you swing your flail around, and you catch him in his flank while he's still reared up, and he takes 8 points of damage.
Now I will.
You've got bonus action and movement, but you can't move away from him without incurring an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. So I'm going to move there and to open it up for delay. And I am my turn.
Perfect, and I'll go into the spot that Alareth has just vacated. I will attack with my longsword.
Hits.
Excellent. Yet again.
Okay, so you slice the bear with your longsword, catch him on his other flank, and you do a nice slashing wound across his flank.
Nice. And at that, I will end my turn.
Then we're back to Norbert.
Hey. Right, I think we need to set this big Paddington on fire. So I'm going to hit him with the firebolt. If this doesn't work in getting rid of him, then we hopefully can have a toasty bear for a little bit. So,
Going to be able to regen their rations.
yeah. What do I need to roll? Is it 1?
Are you casting it from where you are now?
Yes.
Okay, so Peanut will be slightly in your way.
He's short, so it should fly over his head.
It will do, but it will interfere with you a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well,
You get first move.
He's still partially blocking the bear a bit.
right, okay. I'm just thinking then I'm going to have to leapfrog over him to here. And then hit him with the firebolt.
You could have gone like maybe there or something, or there. But you're not standing right next to the bear.
If you
Don't know if the line is set.
if you're casting a spell in melee range of him, though, it will be with disadvantage as well.
Oh, right, okay. Oh. Would I actually get? It's just out of interest. If I move to there, to like, would
either side of Peanut would be better.
Yeah, would I be blocked by delete at all?
I would say he'd be sufficiently out your way that you could sort of get in between the two.
Right. Okay.
From that angle.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll plonk myself there. I didn't realise if it was going to be affected from that kind of angle. So yeah, we'll move to there. We shall hit him with a firebolt. So I need to. I've forgotten what I need to do here. Is it hit dice?
So to make a ranged spell attack. I don't know if we've set it up in your character sheet.
Should do. You used firebolts last time.
Yeah, but I think we might have done it manually.
Last time it was just it was gonna hit. You just had to roll for the damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to do so on your spells tab.
Yeah.
So you've got +5 to your attack roll, your spell attack bonus. So if you roll a d20 +5.
+5.
That's close.
12. Yeah, will hit.
Yeah.
So you can roll for your damage now. So this is 1d10.
1d10. Come on, give me a 10. Give me a 10. Give me a 10.
1.
It's a 5.
Okay, so yeah, you cast your firebolt at the bear. You hit him square in the chest, kind of singes fur. You get that horrible smell that gets up your nose with like burnt hair.
Yeah.
And it's not happy about what's going on.
Oops. I think that is it for me now. Yeah. Yeah. My turn over.
Peanut.
I'm gonna produce flame. And I'm gonna throw that at him. And not sure how that works again.
Okay. So again, make a ranged spell attack. So it's a d20 plus your spell attack bonus.
Does the fog disappear?
The fog is still here at the minute.
What?
It's an hour.
I didn't know if it was because it required concentration.
Well, Peanut actually... no, it doesn't use concentration. Yeah, so as long as he's not doing anything that needs concentration, he can maintain the fog field for up to 1 hour. Unless he chooses to dispel it.
How do I see a spell attack bonus?
On your spells tab, you got your spell attack bonus in the top right.
All right. Yeah. So 1d20.
So roll a d20 plus that number. So it's a 4. 19, yep, so that'll hit.
And then it's 1d8 fire damage.
Nice. So you produce this flame in your hand, and then you hurl it as a little fireball, and I follow up on Norbert's attack with a nice little fireball to the chest of your own, which is clearly wounded at this point. It's quite singed on its belly.
And I end my turn with that.
Okay. So the bear at this point, having been attacked from all sides, it's been slashed, he's been flailed, and fireballed twice. He's absolutely enraged at this point. So he goes into a frenzy, and he tries to bite Dali.
No, that doesn't hit.
Which appears to fail. But having missed the attempt to bite, he then tries to follow it up with his claws. Just completely whiffing his attacks. That's all his good rolls up for the night, I think.
That's stopped by his armor class, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Is this bear Pudsey and he's got an eye patch?
It might as well be at this point.
Just a question.
Yep.
The fog, would that limit him in his attack and limit us as well in our attacks or not?
So I would say, as with fog, it would limit you at longer range, but probably at the ranges that you're at now, it wouldn't make much difference.
Okay.
And we have the fire.
And you've got the fire nearby as well.
Yeah,
so.
okay.
But if you were trying to do like a ranged attack over like many, like 10 squares or so, then yeah, I would say that would impede your ability to attack over that.
Okay.
So the bear's just going in a frenzy. It's just kind of like trying to wow on Delee, but Delee's just sort of taunting it and sort of stepping aside. And that's its go over.
I will strike again with my flail.
Hits.
And
Okay, yeah. So you club it with your flail. You open up a big wound in the middle of all the singed fur on its belly.
and I end my turn.
I will drop my shield, and that will reduce my armor class by 2. But I will grab my longsword with both hands. It's a versatile weapon. And attack.
Hits.
And let's see what damage we get.
How do you want to finish the bear?
What?
The barrel's almost down already, apparently.
Yeah, true.
Good job.
Just overhand strike and cleave it down.
Fatality.
Pretty much.
So you strike this massive two-handed overhead blow, like sort of winding up, but just before you bring it down over its head, and you manage to like cleave it through its shoulder, and like maybe like a foot down into its body. At which point your sword becomes wedged in the bear, and it just slumps down to the ground with your sword still embedded in it.
Flawless victory.
So, bear chops, everyone.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Very good reference. Very good reference.
We are done now with this bear, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could make it into a coat.
Oh, I was going to say, can we harvest anything from the bear?
Is that really necessary?
Any of the Outlanders, they can.
Well, we can use part of maybe the fur, the claws, the teeth for any anything to sell, or we can use the coat for maybe something to keep us warm, especially the little one because he is a midget.
I'm a gnome, not a midget. There's a difference.
Just splitting hairs.
You can feel the love between those two already, can't you?
Just as you know, I'm the big spoon.
I would say that the two of you that are an Outlander, I mean, if you wanted, you'd probably have the skills to sort of like skin it and take the pelt if you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That's me and Orith, isn't it?
Yes. But it would probably take probably a good couple of hours to do that if you wanted to.
Well, we've still got a couple of hours left of our watch until morning, so I will carry on.
Yeah, you'll still need to get your sufficient rest for the night, but you could probably do it in the morning if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Just to make sure you get the benefits of the long rest.
Good then.
Well, I've slept for 3 hours, I think, or 2. And then a couple of hours to do that, and then I can sleep the rest.
Yeah, but
As a normal rule of thumb, you need 6
8.
hours.
Is it 6?
Unless there's racial things like elves need a bit less rest and stuff. So
Right.
some warlock stuff can give you that. So
Well, while you're all deciding, I'm going to bed. Wake me when you're done.
I'm skinning this bear.
I'll go
I'm
back
gonna
to
try
bed
and
then.
get a
Finish
sleep
it
as
every
well.
up.
Until,
How close to
until I'm
Peanut's
ready.
watch was it, by the way?
I would say it's maybe about halfway through your watch.
I have
Would-
to do my watch. In that case, I'll help Balareth skin the bear. For the rest
Can
of it.
I also use a cantrip now?
You could.
Can I use a cantrip on the fire thaumaturgy to increase the size of the flame of our campfire, so we have more visibility?
I'll put it this way: what is Peanut doing with the fog cloud? Because he's still maintaining this.
Well, I'm gonna go to sleep so my concentration will end.
Okay, so the fog cloud like slowly dissipates until you're just left with the nighttime. So visibility is now back up to whatever you can see normally with your normal vision. And then what you want to
Increase.
so you could cause it to brighten for 1 minute.
Okay, yeah, I was just doing it to look to see if there's anything else around, seeing as we probably did make a big commotion.
Okay. So yeah, you can brighten the flames for a minute just to give you a bit of longer range vision in the forest around you.
How do you do, everyone? Welcome to the
But
stream.
You can't see any other threats. There's no other.
We're about an hour
there's no
into
eyes
the
that you can see in
continuation of the
forest.
campaign.
Okay.
Don't worry, the
And it
guys
seems
can't
to
hear
be,
me. I've got them
peaceful once
muted.
more.
My microphone muted. But yeah, we're carrying on with it. Just had a little adventure in the middle of the night where a bear's come rummaging around.
Balls to me.
And we've just eventually killed it.
Pretty tasty from what I've
I've just
heard,
gone back
so
to bed, so's
I'll
Peanut.
go for something in time.
And the other two are just, sorting things out as we go.
Whatever
But thank you very
you're
much for
into,
joining
mate,
me. It is a
whatever.
different thing that we're doing. It's good to see so many of you interested in it as well. It's all good. I'm going to enjoy it.
But other than that,
I think I'm glad I'm asleep while I'm not hearing this discussion.
other than helping Alarith skin the bear, I'm also just keeping an eye out for the rest of my watch.
Okay. So you probably be up for another hour or two, help him butcher the animal. What are you exactly trying to do with it? Like get the pelt, get some meat, or
Get meat for breakfast in the morning.
okay?
We can get the skin, the claws, the teeth. And I'm not sure.
Recycling everything.
But the teeth and I believe the teeth and the claws may fetch a nice price.
Okay.
And the skin as well, the pelt.
All right. So you go for another couple of hours. Delee, at this point, you know it's time to hand over watch duties to Peanut.
Yep, I'll go over and give him a bit of a nudge with my hand.
Oh, well, oh. Where you nudging him?
On his belly.
Fair enough.
Peanut,
What's up? Yep, I'm
Watch
awake. I'm
time.
awake.
watch time.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Cool. Okay, so that's way too perky in the morning.
And I'll go and lie down and sleep.
Okay.
Little tablet.
Okay, so Alef, you're going to sleep as well now at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say that you've butchered at this point. You've managed to take the bear pelt off of the corpse, so you can add that to your inventory. and then add in some bear claws and bear teeth as well. And there's enough bear flanks there to probably do everyone for breakfast, and maybe a couple of extra meals if you chose to sort of cut some extra bits.
Or that should we add a little to our rations? Say 4.
I'd say you could probably have two flanks each, like two like great big steaks.
Okay.
Lee, before you go to bed, can I have the pipe, please?
Oh yes, I completely forgot about that. Yes, here you go. Peanut, have the pipe indeed.
Thank you. Well, I'm gonna try and get a little smoke of this pipe as well after I've cleaned it thoroughly, because all these people smoking the same pipe is not that hygienic. But yeah, I folded in the fire, and just before it started to catch flame, I'm gonna take a little smoke here and think of what happened to my village back where I was born.
Okay, so you think about that while you're looking at the flames, and you kind of like blow this vision of smoke and flames engulfing these like small huts, like shacks, and then an image of a dragonborn sort of looms over all of it. So you just...
Jesus, this smells bad here. I'm gonna... Jesus Christ.
Mind outside the front of my tent. Tripping hazard.
Well,
That's probably why the bear came along. It couldn't stand the smell of the woods.
Yeah.
Will you stop shitting in my garden?
yeah. Don't do bad shit in the woods. No.
not if it smells like this.
Someone's been shitting in my woods.
Yeah, I think that's it for now.
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing really happening. I've repaired my tent.
That's it.
So you keep watch then until the sun comes up, while everyone else catches up on their sleep. You've rested. You've done your long rest at this point, and then day breaks.
Do I get all my hit points
Morning,
back, by the way?
everyone.
So on a long rest, you can have your hit points back, and if you've used any spell slots, you can replenish those as well.
Okay. So that minor illusion I had in reserve, does that
That's your
get?
cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
You didn't use it, so it did not cast the slot. It only casts the slot when it's used anyway.
Okay.
So if the triggering conditions weren't met, that's fine.
Okay. I've just realised I haven't got. I've got two slots remaining on my spells. Realised.
Who's up for some rare breakfast?
Sounds good.
That sounds good.
Roasty toasty.
Well, somebody put out the fire, so maybe we have to start again, because I'm not eating raw meat.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get the fire going, and then we can have some barbecue.
That's some béarnaise sauce.
Oh.
I
know,
don't
if
think
we-
I want to know what that is.
Yeah.
In fact, you probably could ask the Lee for some of that.
I actually don't know what it is this time, so
It's béarnaise sauce. I'll give you a hint. It's white.
okay.
It's butter and egg yolk. It's not veggies.
Isn't that him that does the wildlife programs where he survives?
It's like a hollandaise sauce, like a sort of mayo-y.
I think it depends a bit on where you get the bear from.
Yeah, from behind.
Oh gosh, if everybody's at their dinner and their shits, Jesus Christ, you shit a lot, mate.
Well,
Yeah, I would get that checked on. I mean,
well, last time I had a proper shit was at the tavern where we met. So
oh, yeah, I mean, I've seen you walk around during my shift of keeping watch. I saw you go out and have a shit again. So,
Indeed.
Shit right outside my door.
needs must. Needs must.
Some of that owl probably didn't agree with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Defecating
IPS,
dragonborn.
leave me alone.
shall we go?
Right.
Yeah, let's.
Shall we continue on?
Where are we heading?
Follow the path west of the mountains is what the map says. So,
Are we going back to the bird person?
No, because we haven't seen any kobolds yet. We said that we were going to kill the kobolds for him.
Okay.
So let's see if we can find that.
yeah, best guess we have is they're somewhere up the path, and well, the map's going that way anyway. So,
Okay.
What a coincidence!
I know they probably have the treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's hope so.
Okay, so we continue west.
Pew. You know?
Yeah.
US, traverse the Valley of Shadows, seek the hidden cave in the mountain forest, and the treasure lies within.
So if you want to pick yourselves a marching order.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Is it initiative as well?
Nope.
I would suggest meat shield at the front, 2 squishies in the middle, and meat shield at the back.
Sounds good to me.
Go, Dalrith, you're up.
I'll go to the back in case I need a shit.
That's actually probably the safest, yeah.
Yeah.
Just lift up your tail and do it while we're walking.
Yeah.
No, because I don't want to ruin my shiny chainmail.
Yeah.
Well, you mean it basically just spurts out then?
Well, no, because I can't just lift my tail. I'm not walking around with my arse hanging out. I'm not Delay.
Yeah, I can't really tell, mate. It looks like you're just wearing a dress made out of chick mills.
Mm-hmm. He's going to come smack you now.
All right, let's get going.
Okay. So yeah, you start heading west into the mountains, and you can kind of see a trail heading up, like a narrow path heading up into the mountains. So you steadily start climbing up this mountain. It doesn't seem very well travelled at this point. It's just kind of like a dirt trail.
Do we need to change the map?
Nope.
Oh.
We change the map when the DM says so.
Yeah, maybe you forgot or whatever.
All right, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So yeah, you start to follow this path up into the mountains. You're not really sure how high up in the mountains you are at this point, but the higher you get, a thick fog starts to descend from the mountains, and it starts to obscure your vision. The air suddenly becomes eerily quiet, like you can't hear the sounds of any animals or insects in the background. And you can't see more than a few feet in front of you as the path continues to climb upwards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's stay together, guys.
I'll
Shall
continue.
we make a little train? I'll keep hold of your hand. You keep hold of my hand.
That's not my hand.
Well, I mean, go on, get your trousers back up then.
So yeah, you
Path.
start to head along then, following the path. It starts to split. It can go north and east from where you're stood.
Guys, if we just stop here and let the lead go forward, we can hear him scream if he's getting attacked.
The worst thing is, I'm the one with the least vision.
Yeah, I technically can see because I've got my elf vision.
Yeah. Actually, I'm wondering. To the
You want me
DM,
to go in front?
Oh no! Actually, to the DM, I'm wondering. Does anyone have any? Well, does anyone have greater vision than a human's vision in this case?
Yeah, I've got dark vision, which is 60 feet. It's half elf racial.
Yeah, I mean, does that actually work in fog or?
No.
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 You're all similarly hampered by the fog.
That's cool. I'll stop here and ask guys which way do you want to go. We can go east or we can go north.
I would say go north, as we've started to head north now, haven't we?
Well, we're sort of standing at the junction, so
No, but we was going north anyway,
Oh,
wasn't we?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that sounds good then. Everyone else happy with that?
Yeah, fine by
I
me.
mean, it also looked like, as well, the path that's going west doesn't look more... It looks less trodden, so it doesn't seem like a proper path. But the way north does look more used.
That makes sense, yeah.
This makes sense. Let's go up.
Okay, stop moving a second.
Oh.
What is everyone's passive perception?
Passive
10.
perception.
It's underneath the skills.
Oh, 12.
My
12.
I haven't got mine's passive wisdom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a perception.
14.
14, right.
Yeah.
So 14 for Norbert, 12 for Elaeth,
12.
10 for me.
10 for
12
Dre,
for Peanut.
12 for Peanut. Okay. Okay. Can everyone roll for initiative?
Uh-oh. Mhm. Oof. Damn, not bad. He's
I'll
just done
let
it
you
again
do
on
it.
it. Not
I'll
valid again.
let you do the work, guys.
Why does it always do it with your one?
Don't know.
15. Okay.
Have you got to change your name at the bottom? You chat.
It is Norbert Huffleberry.
Yeah, I've got two down mine. I've got Aloeth and then Aloeth Train.
Yeah, he's got the right one, because
Yeah.
otherwise, now
Picture
he's got
doesn't
like
go.
a square.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're walking along this path, minding your own business. You can't really hear any sounds, and all of a sudden, from the bush to your east, you hear the sound of a twig snapping,
Mm-hmm.
and a kobold comes flying out of the bush, runs over to Norbert,
That's a shocker.
and
Look, it looks just like your smoke.
Yeah.
and tries to shank him with a dagger. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
Yeah, I've got armor class 10 yet, so screw you, Cobalt.
So, you managed to see him coming, so yeah, you're able to sort of like jump backwards just enough so that when he tries to stab you, he doesn't quite have the reach.
I didn't get a reach around.
Next up is LF.
I will use my thaumaturgy cantrip. I will make my voice boom for like 3 times as loud, and I shout at it to try and startle the kobold.
Okay. What are you shouting and in what language?
Fuck off.
He was only asking.
In what language?
Oh, English.
Okay, just common. Okay. So yeah, you yell "fuck off" at this kobold. Your voice like booms on the mountain tops. You can hear it like echoing off of the cliffs. The kobold looks at you just to see what the source of this noise is, but it otherwise doesn't seem too bothered.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
No, that's because this doesn't take an action. You can still do something else.
I think it's meant to.
Oh,
That was yeah.
doesn't say so.
I think he just hasn't filled it in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but is it the
In fact,
bonus
you
action?
you-
Is it an action?
No, it's just an action.
Custom time, one action.
Okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't have one action on the tooltip you linked,
Yeah.
but it is an action.
Okay, so now you can.
So, or you can move, or you can do a bonus action.
No, I'm gonna stay.
Okay. Lee, it is your turn, but since you were not very perceptive, you were completely caught by surprise by this kobold ambush. So, due to being surprised, you're not able to take your turn.
No problem.
Fuck.
Meanwhile,
It's been like me.
why is I've got a thaumaturgy stuck on my screen in a really awkward spot that's blocking all my buttons? I'm just going to have to refresh.
Can't get the DMs these days.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Much better. So, so while you're distracted by the kobold over to the east, another one comes skiing down the cliff, Legolas style, and he goes running over to Peanut, and again tries to shank him. And now it's closed all my windows. He rolls
sorry,
poorly.
it almost hit, but nah. Did a good try.
Okay. So yeah, that's his turn. I can't change my tools quick enough.
Take your time.
Another kobold appears from the north
Oh.
and comes running over. And he goes running over near his companion. And he, again, tries to pick on Peanut being the smaller of two targets, and more similar to their kind of size and stature.
I bet if he misses again, suddenly another kobold comes in. Just this weird hard shotgun.
So he rolls for his attack.
Nope.
But because he has advantage,
Oh,
he does manage to land this blow on poor little Peanut, and sort of like stabs him in the shoulder for 4 points of damage. And that's his turn. Norbert's up next.
Right, okay. If I move, that kobold's going to get an attack on me, so I'm going to stay put temporarily.
You can move as long as you're still next to him.
Yes, yeah. I think I'll stay put, but what I'm going to cast is Blade Ward. I think if he tries to stab me again, I have a resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing by any weapon attacks.
Okay.
So
That will take your action, though.
yes, yeah, that's fine. I just got a funny feeling I'm going to get smacked by this kobold again. I think my luck is going to run out on that one. I'm not going to move, so I'm going to stay put. So I'm going to use that action and stay where I am. Bit of defensive.
Okay. So you've got resistance now, which means you'll take half damage against any successful attacks against you.
Yeah, okay.
No bonus actions?
No, I don't have any now.
Okay. So then, another kobold appears just at the edge of your vision.
God.
Actually, slightly beyond the edge of your vision. But it approaches from the east and comes running in and stops near his friend. And again, like the ones that are attacking Peanut, it decides to pick on Norbert because he's the smaller of the two targets before them. They're completely towered over by Aleif's huge Dragonborn form. So he decides to try and stab Norbert.
wait a minute.
It's
Have I
not.
missed?
They should-
Have I missed the go?
Oh,
No, you.
Yeah, after you,
Yeah,
Peanut.
No, not after me. That was Norbert. But
You were first, Delareth.
you were first. But you after the goblin, because the goblin had 19 as well.
did
Yeah,
it?
you-
I
you
must have
did-
advanced.
No, right, sorry. Yeah,
You
Baz, you
don't-
haven't had a
you
go. Baz hasn't had a go, hasn't he? Well, Peanut.
No,
No, he's only got 4 though, so he rolled crap.
Yeah.
Did you have your go, or did we miss you?
no. He shouted.
Oh, you shouted. Yeah, that's right.
He did his massive.
So we're all right then. You had me worried there.
I mean,
Nice try,
the
though,
thing is
Luke.
that I generally thought Baz had to go.
Can I just ask the DM also to explain the pack tactics in case anyone's unsure what's going on with the advantage rule?
Well, it's been explained like there in the.
So I linked it in the chat just
Yeah.
for visibility why I'm rolling twice.
All right.
So kobolds have advantage on their attack rolls against a creature if at least one of its allies is within 5 foot of it,
Okay.
and providing it is incapacitated. It doesn't have to be within 5 foot itself, but yeah, it will get the advantage. So this one I think comfortably hits.
Oh, yes.
On Robert. So he stabs you, gets you in the leg, and he will deal 5 points of damage. So he's caused you to start bleeding a bit from your leg there.
Is that with
I
the
have-
resist?
Yeah, I've got the resistance. I've got the blade ward on.
Then it will go down to 3.
Right. Wink, wink.
So 2.5. 2.5 rounded up to 3.
Yeah. Nasty.
That's his turn over.
I bet that kobold just appeared just because I put that blade ward on.
I can guarantee you, I've never dragged out more enemies than there are on the map at the start of the session.
Until now.
You're not going to believe me, though.
No, don't do that.
That's his turn done. Next up.
Peanut.
Oh, no, I've accidentally done the wrong button. So, to the northwest, another one comes out from hiding behind a tree. And this one runs over next to Dilly and tries to stab Dilly.
Luckily it misses.
Misses both times.
Yeah, so he tries to shank you a couple of times. You just look at it disapprovingly. It's pitiful attempts to attack. It's very uncoordinated. That's the end of his turn.
Leroy Jenkins!
Oh, I can do that.
And then, lastly,
Fuck off.
another one emerges from where he stood.
Yeah.
And he comes running around and thinks he's hard enough, so he decides to go for LAF. Goes for his roll with advantage and completely whiffs it. Oh, that was very nearly a double one.
Jeez.
17.
That hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he stabs you. Your armor sort of takes most of the blow, but he just kind of like slices you a little bit between the plates of your armor, dealing 3 points of damage. And that is his turn.
Yeah, I'm just giving it a few seconds. Maybe there's another one.
Until something else appears. A quick question,
Peanut.
Bal.
Yeah.
In my spells, it says I've got 2 slots total, and then it says 2 slots remaining.
Yeah.
So you have two spells you can have, and then you have 2 remaining that you can use today.
Right. Okay.
So if it was 3 and 2, you can have 3 spells, which you've prepared.
Yeah.
But you can only use a spell twice of all of them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You have 2 of 2 spells remaining today, but you might have been able to prepare more than 2. I think you can do 3 at the minute, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Right. Okay. I can't remember. I've got 3 prepared because I've got the little red dots next to them.
Then it should be 3-2.
Yes.
No. It's still 2-2.
Okay.
This
Prepared spells is different to the amount of spells you can cast in a day. It's just which ones you have available.
Yeah.
Okay. It's my turn, and I am going to try and hit the yellow kobold with my scimitar.
Okay.
So I click on the scimitar, right?
Yep. That hits. Okay, yeah. So you try and slice it with the scimitar. You manage to put a gash in the arm that's holding the dagger. But he's still alive and well, although he is now bleeding.
So it seems
And
essentially they don't have a lot of hit points.
with that, I end my turn.
Okay. So it's the blue kobold, and he is going to try and stab Norbert now, capitalise on the damage that's been done. So he still has advantage because he's near the orange one.
Hit.
And I think it's safe to say he's going to hit.
Oh.
Is that a double hit?
No. I'm rolling both for the sake of it, but I'm sure the 16 originally hit anyway.
Yeah.
Right, okay. You could have saved that 11 for me.
It's all right. He's going to roll a natural 20 on your turn.
Yeah, that's ugly.
So, your blade ward is only for one turn, wasn't it? Yeah. So
Into the end of this turn.
Yeah, so until the end of
until
your next turn.
end of your next turn. Yeah.
So-
Right, okay. So I'm fucked.
Why?
Because
So,
I've
yeah,
got
it's
3 on me.
No?
Yes.
So, right, hang on. So he's got blade ward. So,
Yeah.
so 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
It's halved.
Yeah.
So you're down to 2.
He might be able to heal himself.
Breathing out my ass here.
He's gave you
That's-
another arsehole.
Yeah.
That's his turn. LAF.
Okay, I will.
Take a purple one, or what color is it?
No, I'm gonna take out. I'm gonna try and take out the orange one. So yeah, I'm gonna take out the orange one hopefully because the 2 kobolds won't be together then, so they can't have an advantage. So I will use my flail against. Okay, quick question: What's radiant damage?
It's a special damage type. It's usually particularly good against undead and similar sorts.
It's like your flail glows a little,
Right, okay.
like light damage.
Okay. So I'm going to use my flail
Okay.
against the orange.
Yeah.
And
Hits.
yeah, I assume that hit.
Okay, so you strike this with your flail. You catch him on the side of its head, and you make his head burst like a tomato.
Yes. Oh,
Go,
yes.
Element. Go, Element.
And then for my
Well done, big man.
Then for my bonus action,
He's
I
got
am
shit on the
going-
floor.
By the way,
Tripping hazard.
that was a damn good strike.
thank you. I'm going to use healing word for my bonus action on Norbert.
Okay. Do you want to just link that in the chat?
That.
So 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
So my spellcasting ability modifier is it +4 spell attack bonus.
It won't be a spell attack bonus because that also includes your proficiency.
Right, okay.
What is your spellcasting ability? Is it charisma or intelligence?
It is the first box. Yeah. Your spell attack bonus is 4, but there's 2 boxes.
So your spellcasting ability is wisdom, and your wisdom bonus is 2.
So I can give him 6 health. Well,
So-
Depending upon what you
maximum
roll.
6.
1d4 plus 2 if you roll that.
Which
So
would be the full
potentially
deal.
6. Anyway, but it'll be anywhere between 3 and 6 depending on how well you roll.
+2.
Good roll. Good roll. Don't give me a 1.
That's middle of the road.
Yeah.
You can't argue with that.
I'll take the 4.
So, so yeah, you cast healing word on Norbert, and his wounds start to heal up.
Yep. It sounds like he's shit himself.
And he regains 4 health points.
Cool. Thank you, Dragonborn. You have a use.
Fuck off.
So you still have movement should you wish to take it, although bearing in mind
Stay there.
potential attacks of opportunity if you move away.
Yeah, I'm staying there.
Yeah.
Okay. Delee's turn. You've recovered from your surprise at this point.
Yeah. I'm going to swing with my longsword. I've got my shield back in hand again after the last fight, but I'm going to swing with my longsword one-handed at the... I should have picked a target first. At the green one.
Okay.
And I assume that hits.
An 11 does not hit.
Ooh.
Oh.
Shit!
Nice knowing you, Peanut.
So striking a miss for Delee.
Ooh.
Yeah, nothing else I can do either, so
Not very useful in this
Don't have
encounter.
any easy part.
yeah.
Just a peanut sat by you screaming, "Heals, please!"
I'm dying. Well, not now, but in a few seconds I will.
Unfortunately, I'm no healed.
Yes, remember your lay on hands is a full action, not a bonus action.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Oops.
I actually forgot about it. Lay on hands actually existed again.
Yeah.
So,
He likes touching
yeah.
gnomes.
Other than that, I will end my turn there and watch
Pray.
as hope that no one dies.
Okay. Next up is a yellow kobold. So he still has advantage, and he's going to continue to attack Peanut.
Yeah, that's gonna.
So that hits, yeah?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Okay. So he tries to stab Peanut, dealing 4 points of damage. Just sort of slicing his arm. So Peanut's in a pretty bad state at this point. But that's his turn. Next up is the green one.
Ooh.
He's too confused because he didn't get hit by that long sword. So he skips his turn.
So he's slightly pissed off with how Delee attacked him moments ago. And he's looking at Peanut, seeing Peanut's worse for wear, so he thinks his companion can sort of finish off Peanut. So he's turned his attention to Delee.
Ooh.
Whiffs the first attempt.
Second.
And doesn't do much better on the second. So Delee and the green kobold are just having this stupid fight where neither of them are actually hitting each other. And then it's Norbert's turn.
Right, okay. That's only for me. Right, pretty much I'm going to have to bring out something that I've not used before.
Please keep it in your pants, man.
Yeah.
Please keep it in your pants.
That'll scare him off. Thunder Wave. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you, each creature on a 15-foot cube.
I will point out
Oh, here we
that
go.
it will also hit allies,
Oh, shit.
just for your awareness.
Peanut, it was nice knowing you.
I mean,
Sure,
I've
I'll
got-
sacrifice myself.
I've got metal all around me.
Yeah, so you should check.
I'm a conductor.
Oh, Jesus.
So anything within 3 squares away, so that basically would hit all your companions.
Shit.
Unless you moved first, but obviously you've got to stay close to the blue one.
Right, okay.
So in theory, you could maneuver yourself into a situation where it wouldn't hit Lee, but it wouldn't hit Peanut,
Yeah.
because Peanut would still be in range.
If I jump to there, would that hit Peanut?
That would still hit Peanut, still 3 squares.
Yeah. Balls.
Well, why don't you go there and then use your fireball?
I was just trying to with the thunder.
He cannot leave melee range of the blue one without an attack of opportunity, so he will be disadvantaged on a spell attack.
You could use it against the purple one.
It would still be disadvantaged because the blue's interfering with him.
Excuse me?
Oh, I was really hoping that thunder wave would have done wonders there.
It would have done wonders, just probably not in the way that you were expecting.
Yeah. Fuck. I could take everybody out in one fell swoop here. Will I get an absolute miraculous...
Team party kill your entire team with one attack.
Well, more loot for me, I suppose.
Now we know what Gas is going to do when we've got all of the treasure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shit. What do I do? Crap. So if I can't use that, that's going to be a problem.
Just melee the dude.
Well, I could fire button, mind you, I'm in melee range, aren't I? And I'm getting...
Okay, so a fireball attack would give him a disadvantage against the purple.
Because the blue's interfering.
Yeah.
And anything hostile in melee will give him disadvantage on spell attacks.
What's the disadvantage?
Unless it's a melee spell attack. It just means that he rolls 2 dice and has the weaker of the 2 values, rather than advantage where you get the better of the 2 values.
Right, okay. And seen as the Lee.
So unless he could engineer a situation where he has both advantage and disadvantage, in which case they would cancel each other out.
Right, okay.
How would I actually get advantage?
Certain spells could buff you to have advantage,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure if you've got one.
No, it doesn't look like it.
I do have one question with regards to Thunderwave.
Yeah.
A Constitution saving throw, is that against Norbert's spell save DC? And if so, would we all have to reach higher than that?
Equal it or higher, yeah.
Yeah. I suppose what I'm asking is, Norbert, what's your spell save DC? Is it worth the chance?
It's not worth. I would say it's not worth. I mean, you're welcome to try it, but on a failed save, you still take half damage, and half damage of a 2d8 is still going to be quite a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, okay, good point.
So
Just
use with caution.
Use with melee and hope.
Put it this way: the lowest you can roll is a 2, and that would still kill Peanut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say try melee or something.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to quarterstaff 2-handed, I think, against blue.
Okay.
So, I've not done melee before. What do I do with that one? Do I just click?
You click on the weapon.
Just click on the spell. It's already set up.
Oh, okay.
So if you do the 2-handed spell, so you get a slight increase to your damage on that.
Yeah.
So a 7 does not hit.
Shit. Doink. Oh dear.
So you try and whack him, and you just miss completely. He sidesteps it, and you just sort of like whack the ground.
Oh, there's a shocker. Doink. Oh, crap. Yeah, so I don't have any bonus actions, and I've already moved, so I think that's me scuppered.
You can move again because you didn't move.
So you've only moved 2 squares of movement. In theory, yeah, you could move 4 more squares, but you still have to remain near blue or be attacked.
Right, okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'll put myself back into the original position so that Dragon Ball's in between me and purple, so he doesn't have a line of sight to really get to me. So, Yeah, I'll shift back to there and.
I mean, you could technically move up one more to be next to Peanut.
Hmm.
And then, I mean,
Yeah, I would be there, and I'll still be in range of blue. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll try that. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see how that pans out.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, so Kobold time now. So orange one is dead. Next is the red one, who is still attacking Dleve.
Ooh, shit.
Oh, I think it's safe to say.
Delay, how much health have you got?
He saw his 22 and raises you 23.
My armor class is only 18 with a shield.
Shit.
So yeah, he manages to sort of like catch you just sort of in your armpit, in the sort of like gap in your armor.
Yeah.
And he will deal.
Oh,
that's okay.
that was
3
lucky.
points of damage.
Fucking hell.
Ace
After
the
all
attack
that.
roll, whiffs the damage. And that will be his turn. Then it is the purple kobold.
He basically went underneath your armpit and
Tickled you. Yeah.
Pretty much.
So, purple kobold does no longer have advantage because Alef bludgeoned the orange one. So does a 16 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, he tries to stab you. He's going for your neck, just because that's a bit more exposed. So he sort of like jumps and lurches and catches you for 5 points of damage, which downs you then.
Downs me?
You're on 2, aren't you?
No, I've just changed it to 2.
Oh, you've already done it. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I thought it was higher.
feel
So
like
you live to fight another day then.
feel almost superhuman with all these hit points.
So next up is Peanut.
Come on, Peanut, save the day.
yeah. I'm gonna attack with my scimitar again, and I'm gonna attack yellow again.
Nice.
Nice
that
hits.
hits.
Yeah.
And he tickles him. Ooh.
Okay, so you slice this one across the chest, and he just sort of stumbles backwards, and then collapses onto the ground.
Cool.
So he is now down.
Nice.
And
Red and green still have advantage because they do each other.
yeah. I'm gonna heal myself up with healing word.
Okay.
So that's 1d4 plus spellcasting ability. That's wisdom, and wisdom is 2. So
Correct, yeah.
1d4.
1d4 plus 2.
Fucking hell.
Nice. So you heal yourself up for 5 points.
And that's my turn.
Took another shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Next up is Blue Kobold.
Oh. Survive.
So he's still focused on this weak wizard that he keeps stabbing.
For fuck's sake.
But he doesn't have advantage. He rolls a 10, what's that, 14 total, still hits.
Yeah.
I thought he rolled a 20, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, shit. Rolled a 5.
So
God.
he goes, stabs you in the arm, dealing 5 points of damage. So you're heavily wounded at this point.
I'm breathing out my butthole, boys.
Come on, Norbert. Come on, fucking hell.
God's sake. Love how all these kobolds just kept appearing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bal just wanted a really quick game tonight.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna fuck you lot over.
Can't play if your characters are all dead.
Oh, that's a shocker.
Jeff, an F10.
Okay. I'm going to strike the purple one with my flail.
Yep.
Aim for his head.
Oh,
Hits.
yeah.
Woo!
Fuck for that.
Ooh, nice bludgeon.
Yep. So you manage to hit this one in the chest. You kind of like cave its chest in, and it crumples down on the floor.
So it's dead, yeah. So now I'm going to move there.
Okay.
And use my healing word spell again on Norbert.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Oh, he's sacrificing himself.
So that's roll. It's 1d4 plus 2.
The blues had his roll, so he can't do anything for a while.
Yeah,
can
that's what
Yeah.
I was thinking, to be honest.
Probably gonna have to smack him with the fireball. Try and.
Oh fuck. And then that.
An order. Okay, so 3 health back to Norbert.
Cool. And toi. Took a shit.
And yeah, and I am my turn.
Norbert, can I ask what your max health is?
8.
8.
Yeah, cheers. I'm going to do something very, very stupid.
Well, there's a surprise.
If you already know that it's something stupid, don't.
You haven't succeeded in anything you've done in this combat encounter so far.
Yeah.
So
Well, you got to lose. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to move there and trigger 2 attacks of opportunity.
bold.
Wow.
Well, nice knowing you, mate.
It could well have been.
So they do gain attacks of opportunity, but not both with advantage because they're attacking something that's not near a kobold anymore.
Good.
Right.
That would have been
So
four.
they will both get a single roll each. Okay. Is that what you want to do?
Yep, that's what I want to do.
Okay. So red one will go first. Red will hit.
Yeah. Only for 3. Well,
Stabs you in the arse for 3 points of damage.
Got 2 buttholes now. No,
Green.
No, you've got 5 points. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, 5 points.
14.
does not hit.
So yeah, he tries to attack you, but he kind of can't get the right angle because
One
you're
went
going
for
behind
one shoot,
Peanut at
one
his time.
went for the other.
Oh yeah, it's not Norbert's health amount to check actually, it's Alaris, but yeah, I can see 10 there, so...
Okay, so yeah, carry on with your turn.
For my action, lay on hands, I'm going to grab Alarith's arm
Yeah,
and use
Not his
4
arm.
points to heal him.
4 healing points.
Yes, 4 healing points.
Okay, so 4
I shout
points.
at him, standing there, boy.
So 4 points healed for LAF then.
Okay. Can you put your hand on 2 people?
I can, but I've only got 5 points total to do.
He's holding on to that 1 point. It might
Are
come
you
useful.
taking? Are you
Yeah,
taking?
he's taking health from himself.
Oh right.
Well, he will do eventually.
No, it's not from myself.
Oh, isn't
it's,
it? Is it your
no.
total that you've got at the time?
It's a healing pool, so it is.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
And there is method in his madness for keeping that one in reserve, so I will just say.
Yeah.
If he restores health points to someone who is downed, they become conscious and can move around and take their turns as normal, as opposed to just being stabilised.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
So I presume he is deliberately holding it back for that just such an occasion.
Yeah, exactly.
Val, is there any way in the turn order that we can actually see the coloration of what is next? Oh,
if
it
you
does.
hover-
Oh,
if you hover
yeah, I've
over
just seen it.
them,
Yeah, I've just seen it now. Duh. Right, fair enough. Yeah, so we know which ones are coming like before
to be
me.
fair, that one's not in the turn order anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yellow's gone, so it's just green. Yeah.
Actually, and he's gone as well. So
Yeah. Orange,
There you go.
purple, and yellow are gone. Cool.
okay, that it for Delia.
Yep, that's it for my turn.
Okay, so green kobold. It was previously attacking Dlee. But Dlee's now gone out of range. He still is attacking Peanut. And a 14.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh.
So he stabs Peanut in the leg, dealing 5 points of damage, giving Peanut a grievous wound. And that'll be his turn. Norbert?
What's that one? That's red. Right, I think I'm going to have to try and take blue out and then hope that Peanut can survive somehow. And then Elias can dash in and help against green and red. I'm going to try my fireball against blue in the vain hope I can take him out.
Okay, so if you do that, you will have disadvantage on your spell attack. Okay.
Yeah.
So make a spell attack, so 1d20 plus your spell attack bonus.
Or is
So
it?
it's 5. 1d20 plus 5.
D20.
And then do that twice.
Again.
Looking good with the first roll.
Boom.
Yes.
Splattered. Rusted
you
cobalt.
managed to hit him. So roll a d10.
Mm-hmm. Boom.
So you blast him with a fireball, and he can't catch fire because he's covered in scales. But you kind of like inflict this kind of craterous wound in his chest, and you know the light in his eyes goes out, and he just falls down to the floor, lifeless.
Little scaly twat. That's the kobold, not you, Elliot.
You're only saying that because I'm here with your toys.
Yeah. Hey, you have uses. You have uses. I think that's me. I can't really do anything else apart from fling some fireballs around. I suppose actually no, I could move. Let me get it.
Move because you're no longer going to get attacked.
Yeah.
You could move between me and the red kobold.
Or I could survive. Right, I'm staying there out of the way. That's me. I'm getting way out of range. For now. That's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Red kobold. He was previously attacking Dlee. Dlee is out of range, so he's going to try and shoot him with his sling.
Ooh.
But a kobold finally cracks out its sling and it whiffs it with a natural 1. Beautiful. So back to the daggers, boys.
Looks like that fucking cobot had no arms.
So yeah, he's completely whiffed that. So he will move back into melee range, where he might have much more luck on his next turn, should he be lucky enough to survive. And that will be his turn. So next up is Peanut.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the green one with my scimitar.
Nice.
Hits.
Ooh, nice again.
Okay, so you slice this one with a scimitar. You manage to put a huge gash in its leg, but it's bleeding heavily, but he is not going down. but he seems quite distressed with the wound he's just received.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and because I want to stay alive, I'm gonna use my last spell slot for healing. Or healing word, sorry. So that's our...
You'll be okay, little one. You'll be okay.
And Peanut also move as well.
Yeah,
He
could, but
Yeah, he's going to get hit, isn't he, by green and red? Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting that.
Okay, so if I'm going to be okay, I'm gonna use my healing word on the Lee.
Oh, thank you, little one.
Our...
you're on 2, he's on 5, though, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
plus 2.
He's sacrificing himself.
Okay, so you restore 3 points of health to Delee then.
Every
Those
little
healing
helps.
words are really...
Everyone's being selfless tonight. So, yeah, that's your action and your bonus action. I assume you're not moving then?
No.
Okay. So, the blue one's dead. So, Alef is next.
I will... Hold on.
You could stand on the same spot as another, right?
You could stand atop their corpse if you wanted, yeah.
Yeah, okay, but he can't stand on the same spot as me.
No. I mean, if there was such a huge size differential, like if he was to stand underneath like a giant, you could occupy the same space because you could be between its legs.
Right.
But he's not big enough for that, really.
No, it's not that big.
I'm going to move there, and I'm going to attack the red with a... No, I'm going to move...
You're not moving at all.
Yeah, not moving on my screen either.
Nope.
Really?
Nope, nothing.
Nope.
No, you are.
There, yeah.
Nope.
It's moving now.
Okay, yeah, I'm moving there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my flail against the red.
Yeah. Yep, hits.
Ooh.
Okay, and again, you swing your flower around, having had some success earlier against the orange one. You aim for this one's head, and you manage to pop it again like a tomato.
So that one's down, and I will now... 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not in my turn.
Okay. Delete.
I will move to the on top of the corpse of the red one and swing my longsword at the green one.
Please hit this time.
Yes.
Hey!
Hits, yep.
Yeah, it should kill it, seeing it's already been attacked.
Okay. How do you want to finish it?
In
You
style.
choose. DM choose.
Okay, you just kind of like tilt your sword horizontally and then lift it up, tie it to your armpit, and you just charge forwards, and then just run him straight through, and the hilt goes all the way deep into his chest. So the hilt is right up against his heart,
Nice.
and then he just collapses to the floor.
Excellent.
He survived.
So what are you doing in the immediate aftermath of that intense encounter?
Fine. We should group up and is there any way we can heal up?
You could take a short rest.
Yeah, I think we need to after that battle.
Yeah, I think so too.
So you could spend 10 minutes just to sort of stay where you are, regain your breath. You can spend a hit dice to get some of your health back.
And maybe...
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, I'm gonna going to use a hit dice.
Yeah, so yours is a D8, so you can roll a D8 and restore that number of points. Everyone else can do the same.
I'm not going to use a hit dice.
So 5 points for you. For LAF.
5?
Yes.
Oh, fuck me, yeah.
You get a modifier. There we go. Peanuts aced is one.
Yeah. Boom, that's one. Yeah, I'll roll one, but I'm just going to end up with a 1 or something.
Yep, most likely. Oh, nice, mate.
Nice. 2 max rolls.
I'll take that.
What's that mean then?
It means you're ready for more kobolds.
Just,
Oh, here we go.
just a question. Why did mine different than theirs? Because I didn't click hit dice.
I think you manually rolled by the looks of it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But you aced it and got full health anyway, so it'll work. And Denise not spending one, yeah?
No, not spending one.
Okay.
And what
Norbert
did we
still hasn't
spend then?
regained himself.
Sorry. There we go.
What did we spend? The hit dice?
Yeah, so you've now got 0 out of 1 hit dice.
Yeah. Okay. So I just had to put that to 0.
So you regain some hit dice on the long rest.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, you take like 10 minutes, just sit at the roadside, taking a moment to catch your breath.
I'm gonna get a beer.
Literally in real life, or
Yeah, probably both.
we shall await him to come back from a beer then. Do you guys want to have a break now? Actually,
Depends how much until what time do we plan on playing tonight? Because I do have
how much longer would you want to carry on for tonight?
max an hour.
It's fine by me.
Yeah. I'll
Okay,
quick
we-
AFK and then
do it.
carry on.
Yeah. So just a quick bio and then.
Okay, quick break then, and we'll try and finish up by about 10.
Oh, see you soon, folks.
Probably not.
set up as your 1/1, yeah.
Okay.
Because it does have a recharge mechanic on it, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So disappointed I couldn't use my thunderous wave. I thought, fuck, I'm going to save the day.
It could have been amazing, but
Yeah.
you would have 100%
Obliterated my
killed
own
Nina
team.
and probably team party killed the rest of them. I mean, if the lay of the battleground was different, it could have been good.
Yeah, if I was surrounded and everybody else was kind of 5 miles away.
Hiding behind a rock and taking cover.
Yeah.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back.
I think we're just waiting for Baz then.
Baz is back.
Is he?
I have returned.
There we go. Okay, everyone ready to continue?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you've taken your short rest. You've healed up, and now I think Earth was just going to wander around and examine the bodies.
Yeah, so I was going to examine bodies to see if there's any clues, as if these are the kobolds that attacked the lodge. See if there's anything that they've taken from there, or if not, or if it's just a bounty or whatever. I don't know, but I'm just going to look over the bodies to see if I can find something of interest.
So you look over them. You're able to find amongst the 6 of them 20 gold pieces. You're not able to find anything particularly of note that would indicate what you're looking for. But give me a let me see.
I've
Give me an investigation check.
investigation check.
I assist with that, by the way.
You can do.
I'm to do advantage, or do you want me to roll investigation as well?
You can roll as well if you want.
Sure.
Oh, nice one, mate.
For something I decided on the spur of the moment to do.
So Dlee's looking around as well, following Elias's lead. Dlee's able to determine that these weapons seem a bit better forged than the kobolds might have access to. That they seem to have some crude weapons with their slings and stuff, but the daggers seem kind of a bit abnormally better than the rest of their kit.
I'll point that out to the rest of the group and speculate, could there be something more going on here than we realise?
Yeah, I think somebody's funding them, using them as pawns.
I've also gave everyone 5 gold pieces in the share of what I found on the kobolds.
Wow. You're bad for a lizard, really, are you?
I've got my moments.
Maybe it was the gold that they took from the bird person, or it was the daggers that they took from the bird person.
Well, if they ask, we didn't find any gold.
I think it had been the daggers taken from the bird person. Well, the hut didn't look like much. I don't think all 6 of the kobolds would have been fully equipped with good daggers from one hut.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say wasn't there something hidden in the floor in that hut?
There was a rug that you didn't look under.
That's just your feeling that there was something under the rug.
Well, hide it in plain sight. Hide it in plain sight, you know. I'm telling you. Secret stash. Secret stash.
Norman, stop going on about the rug. Leave the rug alone.
Look, there's knowledge, there's money. I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Okay, let's go back to the hut and see if there's something under in the rock, so we can put
Yeah.
in the rest for once and for all.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just taking a shit.
Anything else? So anything else you want to do besides take a shit?
Yeah, well, I thought maybe because if killing the kobolds was the bounty, we need to have proof that we killed the kobolds. So I would think to either take maybe Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Oh, that was a big one.
fucking hell.
I could hear it drop from here.
Christ. I think I dented the floor.
So what proof could we bring along to the bird person to show that we killed the kobolds? Should we cut off their heads? Should we just take some of their weapons? Should we take, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, we could take a body part. Well, not an appendage, but, maybe a hand.
Can I take a dagger for myself to keep as a weapon to use in the future?
I would say I'll allow it in this occasion, yeah, if you want to take that.
Yay!
I've got a small knife anyway, so I'm not going to bother.
Oh, cool brag, mate. So I'm putting that into my attacks. Bell, what should I put here?
It's a D4 plus either strength or dexterity, whichever is your better one. You can use either because it's a finesse weapon.
Strength plus D3, isn't it? Yep. Or plus 3.
So a D4 plus whatever the better modifier is, plus proficiency for your attack roll. And then your damage is just the D4 with your modifier, no proficiency.
So what's my so strength plus 3 because that's more.
So if your strength is higher, so your strength is 3, your dexterity is -1, so you'd want to use your strength. So your attack is with strength and proficient, yeah. A dagger has a range of melee, or it's 20 to 60 foot if thrown. Can be thrown.
Okay, so
20 foot for your accurate range, up to 60 foot with disadvantage. So if you just put melee and then in brackets 20 foot / 60 foot thrown.
Brackets 20.
You don't put the +3 on the.
Do we not?
Sorry, yeah, it's all right. Yes, your attack roll is fine. Yeah.
That's right then.
Howdy doody everyone. Anyway, welcome to the stream. We are flying through our second adventure. Just had to deal with all these kobolds that seem to keep appearing and appearing and appearing, but we're still alive. We're still got all our faculties and all our appendages generally after that little scrap. So we're unraveling the story little by little. Nearly died. I nearly died. I was down to I think 1 or 2 hit points. And so was Peanut. So we did survive just about. And hopefully we'll find something at the end of it. If not, we'll be into day 3. I don't think so. No, I won't use my detect magic or anything because there wasn't really particularly anything magical about them. I've got a 14 for me. Yeah, I can't remember what I put down for my others. What? What? Hmm.
Okay, so
They,
where
they,
did
seem, they seem to be observing you from a distance.
where were they?
They're to your northwest.
Northwest. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm going to place myself there, and I'm going to use my thaumaturgy cantrip to increase the sound of my voice, and I'm going to call out for them in Draconic.
Okay. So you call out in Draconic to sort of beckon them closer. You can hear that the talking has stopped. They've gone silent, but you can see that they're still kind of like stood there. So they seem to be aware of the fact that you know that they're there now.
Okay. I think we should move closer.
Are you sure? I'm not. I mean,
If they wanted to
Yeah,
attack
just
us,
to
they would
reiterate,
have
because the
let
sound had gone on
know
Discord,
they
we've
were there.
seen 3 figures in the distance that are
I
of
think it's so much a
draconic
case that
nature
they were trying to let you know
in the
they were
northwest
there.
corner, and we've
They were just
perceived
sort of
them.
careless.
But
So I think we should.
Elith called out to them.
they know we're here now, so
Well,
if we
So yeah, you're able to sort of see where they are, but you can't make out the detail.
where did we go to? Following. But
What?
I'll stay
Hang on.
behind you. Okay?
Don't all move at once because it's difficult to keep track of you if you're all just flying around the map. So what are you actually trying to do rather than just flinging all your tokens at it?
We're walking up.
I'm
to where we-
walking up to it to identify the person.
I'm just following behind
Right.
the rest of the group.
Hang on. I'm bumping you all back here because you've all been running off a bit. Right, so... Wait. So you just... Like, what? You just try to approach it?
Yeah.
Okay. So... Stop throwing yourself into, like, melee range of the bad.
Oh, they're bad, are they? I'm going over here then.
So you move closer to sort of investigate these figures. They're just remaining silent, kind of watching you, and they're kind of like trying to squat down, maybe try and like hide a bit better, but there's not really too much to sort of hide behind. They're probably just observing to see if you actually saw them or heard them, but they're sort of aware of the fact that you're pretty much moving directly towards them at this point.
Okay.
As you move closer, a kobold comes flying down the cliffside next to the target that's already in front of you. You see it stab this character. The character crumples to the floor, and then the kobold sort of scarpers off into the distance before you're able to react. 2 of the figures have run away, and just the one that's left remains crumpled on the floor.
Why?
Come on there, mate. What's going on?
Has been stabbed.
Is he dead?
Hang on. No, I think doing that was a bad idea. Right, so as you move closer, you can kind of start to make out the details, and you can determine that this is not a kobold like what attacked you earlier, although it does share some similar sort of characteristics. As you walk closer, you're able to make out that it is seems to be a child in your eyes. It's got horns and a tail. It seems like it's got dragon's blood. You're not really sure what it is or how old it would be in its native race. So it's completely unknown to you. But it seems to be a girl. But she's sort of bleeding out, unconscious on the floor in front of you.
Okay. Can we gather up quickly and have we got any? Can anyone heal?
I've got one lay of hands left.
Can you use your lay of hands on her to?
I will indeed. I'll grab her arm and push through the power to her. That brings her up by 1 health point. I only had the 1 health left.
Okay.
I have no heals left, so.
Okay.
Can I use the cantrip mending?
Not on a person to heal them. Mending is more for repairing small objects.
Well, she's a small person.
She's not an object. You could repair like a rusty padlock or a broken lock or a hole in a cloak, that kind of stuff.
Would you be able to
I'll
repair a weapon?
You can't repair like a stab wound.
Yeah, I can. Right, okay. I can repair a weapon, yeah. Okay.
You can repair things, but you can't like restore magic to them if they had magic.
Can I use guidance? Can I give guidance to Keepy? It says you touch one willing creature. Oh, I'll just link it.
My lay of hands is a class utility rather than an ability check.
So I can't use it.
As far as I remember, no one unless the rules.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Guidance just gives you a buff to an ability check off the top of my head, doesn't it?
as far as I remember, yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, it wouldn't even affect the spell roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the child seems to have been stabilised. They're not bleeding out. I mean, they're still bleeding, but like not heavily as they were previously. But they're still unconscious.
I think what we should do is carry her to a safe location where we will set up camp in order to heal her up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's obviously not safe around here because kobolds are just wandering around willy-nilly and miraculously appearing out of bushes just to make sure we,
I would suggest we take her back to near the Bloodhawk Island, where we made camp last night. And would we have time for that?
There's enough time left in the day.
There's no camp where you left. You brought your stuff with you.
Yeah, but
we're just retreating.
We know it was safe.
Apart from bears.
Yeah, but wouldn't the people just follow us then?
They might or they might
potentially.
not. But
we've got to move.
even if they follow us, put it this way: if we stay here, we're going to be attacked again, probably. So, at least if we move, we have a chance of getting away from them.
And we shouldn't.
You wouldn't have been able to see too far in the fog, but you would have known that the kobold kind of like fled southwest. The other two figures that were accompanying the child kind of like fled more to the northwest.
So we should go. I don't think we should go into unknown territory. I think we should retreat back to the previous location where the camp was.
So couldn't we just follow the basically ran away and show them that we love the girl.
Well, they've gone
Why would we
northwest,
want to
but
do
we
that?
don't know where. You know, if they have just kept going, or if they're, anything to do with the child.
Yeah, and why would we want to go there when we've got an injured person? We're not using them as bait.
We also know there's a hidden cave somewhere up here from the map, so there could be someone or something in there.
How far?
Question is whether they're friendly.
And if we could kill it.
Depends
Yeah.
if there's anything there at all.
That's true as well, but what I mean is, because we know there's a hidden cave somewhere, wherever those guys went, they could be hiding in it. And
Right,
they're not friendly.
How far are they? How far is
No.
the cave?
Don't know. It's
Hidden.
traverse the Valley of Shadows and seek the hidden cave in the mountain forest.
So we've got to get through kind of almost like an area to find it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should venture forward then.
That's not what my advice was going to be, actually. I was thinking go back and get the child back to the Kenku, in case it's what was taken from them, and well, rest on the way, obviously. But
You would be. I'll just jump in there. You'd know that this is definitely not the same race as the bird creature. This is a completely different race.
okay, so it's not whatever was taken from the bird person.
No, it looks like maybe it's something that is, if it's a child.
To your eyes, it kind of like looks like it's half humanoid and half dragon.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
I think what we've got to do, we've got to get her conscious. We've got to get so we can talk to her, because obviously you can talk to her because of dragon speak.
Yeah, so
We need to
let's-
retreat somewhere, heal her, speak to her, see what she knows, and then make the move to the northwest if what she reveals to us is that's her parents or family or friends or whatever. We need information before you move forward. Otherwise you're going blind.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, true. Okay, so let's move. Let's move back then.
Who's going to carry her? Probably you, actually,
Oh.
Elias, because if she sees you, she's probably going to be less scared than just seeing a human carrying her.
I'll
Rest in the front
Yeah.
then.
Yep, I'll carry you then.
Well,
Okay.
how far do you want us to move?
So what are you doing? You're going to head back down the mountain and into the woods where you camped.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
with me carrying.
So I can transition the maps. All right.
Well,
Wink. Hey, there we are.
Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, I think we should put her in one of the tents and let her rest, and then see what happens.
I mean, I wouldn't go to this one because it's still got shit in it.
I mean, I assumed you would have cleared out the shit when you packed up.
Yeah. I
No, it was
wouldn't
a
count on
hasty
it.
retreat. It was a hasty retreat from the bear. Yeah, so I think we should just stay here until she's regained consciousness. So if anyone needs to rest,
I was about to say, because we've travelled a fair bit back, it's probably evening by now, and it's probably time for a long rest anyway.
It's not quite evening yet, but it's probably getting later on in the day. So the sun's not quite setting, but it is going down.
So might be good time to have dinner and set a fire and.
Well, he wants to eat and sleep, doesn't he?
Hey, I have to agree with him on this one. We've had a long day.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing with the child at the minute?
I think we need to put her into one of the
Tie her up.
tents to let her
Tie her
rest.
Tie you up.
I think what we should do is
Who's donating their tent then?
The Dragonborn tent is probably the most familiar in terms of smell.
I don't know.
He probably doesn't shit in his own bed.
How do you know she isn't toilet trained?
Listen here, dickhead. I'm not giving up my tent.
She can have my tent. I'll stay.
Too small.
Okay.
If I want to sleep, I'll just climb in a tree.
Yeah. Climbing a tree, be a bloody small tree.
It's a bush.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a forest gnome. I know how to climb trees.
Oh dear. Oh. Right, who's gonna get the fire going? Come on, Dragonborn, breathe some fire.
I'm a lightning dragonborn, blue ancestry, not red.
Have a
Don't be-
box, I'll light the fire.
Don't be racist.
Unbelievable. You just can't get the stuff. Dear. There's no point in us having a rest, is there, while going to sleep just yet. Still daylight.
Not right yet, but yeah, there's a few hours left in the day before you can settle down for the night.
Mhm.
So if there's anything you wanted to do,
Shame I can't get her to smoke the pipe. That's not a euphemism.
I hope not.
Well, the Dragonborn is shitting again.
Oh dear.
He loves to go for a shit after a good hard fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Dear me.
At one point, your body is empty, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Hey
just
man,
gonna-
I drink a lot. Give me a break.
drink.
Yeah, you didn't say the salt coming out of him.
It's true.
I have watery shits.
Oh, gross.
Mhm.
Are there any activities you want to do before settling in for the evening? Because I say we'll probably call the session just before you have a long rest. Probably a good place to stop.
I have no idea of what we could do before the.
You could do absolutely anything you want in a downtime. You know, you could spend your time reading a book, cooking your dinner, whatever.
I am going to get my loot out and I'm going to start playing
I
my
thought you were
loot.
going to say have a shit. But,
No. That bit's covered. I'm
Yeah.
going to get my loot out. I'm going to get a little polystyrene cup out so I can have tips.
Polystyrene. Wow, they had polystyrene. Do you mean wooden cup?
Starbucks coffee cup.
Yeah.
No, it's a polystyrene cup.
polystyrene you speak of
Yeah, what is this polystyrene?
sounds like some warlock magic.
Yeah. A wooden carved cup.
I will fight all of you.
I'm going to smoke the dwarven pipe again and see what information and thoughts I can think of when I try and work out this child. If it gives us any knowledge.
Well, if the Dragonborn's going to play his lute, I'm going to play my pan pipes just to entertain people as well. Badly, of course, but
Damn right.
I did say it badly.
Yeah. Oh, dear. I'm going to smoke and then have a little look through my book of lore and see if there's anything that references this half dragonborn, seemingly half human child.
Okay, give me a history check.
Okay. check.
So you try and think back through all the knowledge that you've studied in the past, but you've never heard of such a creature in books before. You're well versed in knowledge about Dragonborn and their existence in the world, but you've never heard of or come across a being such as this that appears to be like half human, half dragon.
So I wonder if that's why them kobolds didn't like it. See it as some kind of devilment, half. I have quite an affiliation with anything that's half because I'm half elf myself.
No, I'm just thinking.
Steady.
Shut up. Dragonborns and humans don't tend to mix. I doubt she would be accepted in a society, which would explain why she's up there in the mountains. Maybe she's fleeing from something, or she's just there in hiding, or she's actually been cast out. Her heritage, she could have been done through non-consensual, as I know from my history of my race. When my lands were destroyed, many of my kin travelled over to the lands where we are now, and some of them fell to darkness and pillaged and murdered and raped and done everything they could to cause pain and suffering on others.
Are you saying it might be your daughter?
No, I am this. That was some some people of my race did that. Whether they're part of my actual kin or not. I'm part of one of the 5 strongholds in my race, where we actually held a lot of refugees, as we were the last stronghold to fall. So the strongholds before that fell, we were like the final stand, and a lot of those refugees came over to us for refuge. And some of those must have fell into darkness when they came over and they started pillaging and raping and all that. So maybe this is a child of something like that.
Yeah, definitely. Could I use a detect magic on her to see if she is some kind of magical creature?
You can try.
Okay. That is one of my spells that is ready that I haven't used. And I thought that will then refresh if we have a long sleep. So detect magic would be that is a ritual. That's going to take, 10 minutes?
You've actually made me think of something as well, and I want to check. Well, I have something called Divine Sense.
Okay.
Presence of strong evil registers on your senses.
Can you link it?
I don't know if I've got it set up for that. No, I can't.
Can I link it from this?
It's a class feature rather than a spell.
I can look it up in the compendium, but I can't seem to link it.
Yeah, I can read it out from my.
You could drag it in. You could drag it from the compendium onto your character sheet and then link it. So presence of strong evil registers on your senses. So until the start of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you. So it wouldn't really be use in this situation.
But it would tell me whether she is celestial fiend or undead, or are we sure she's not?
I would say it would probably be pretty clear that she's not.
Okay. No, I was just thinking in case there was...
She's clearly not like an angelic or demonic being, and nor is she clearly undead. So
Yeah, undead, and you'd be ruled out, but it was celestial or fiend I was thinking of, so... That's grand. Cheers.
I guess was trying to detect magic, was you?
Yes.
So you prepare your ingredients. You try and detect if there's any traces of magic on the child, but you're not able to detect any particular magic. There's no kind of like active spells or anything like that on her. She just is as you see her.
Okay. So it seems like she's just a fortunate victim of something.
Fortunate.
Unfortunate. We're all Dragonborn deaf. I thought that was Dali. I think we're just going to have to keep watch, enjoy your meal, have a smoke of the pipe, and see when she wakes up. And then Eliath to have a little word with her. If she speaks common as well as Dragonborn, we can then all converse with her. But we just need to be careful and not scare her. They're not shitting on her doorstep.
Yeah, we could potentially make her use the dwarven pipe as well.
Possibly. We'll have to see how she reacts.
That has any effect. Yeah.
She might just take one look at you and run away.
Well, more likely she'll run away from you. I think we should each take time, like our watches, and just guard, just so she can't escape.
I'll have first watch because my tend to use anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll happily take second watch.
He's gone again. Oh, don't you go.
Every half an hour, that's not good, mate.
IBS, man.
LAF, give me a constitution check.
Hold on.
So yeah, despite needing to go to the toilet so many times, you're still powering out some moderately sized turds. You've still got some left in the tank.
Yeah.
Do I have to do a constitutional check every time I have a shit?
No.
Just to see how you were doing, because you've been crapping quite a bit today.
Yeah, we're just checking on your overall health. Any blood in your stools?
Oh no, but the one I just done there was like King Kong's finger. It was massive.
Maybe if you rolled an at 20.
Okay, I guess.
So Peanut was taking first watch, Dali was taking second watch,
Yeah, I'll take third.
Norbert's third, and that leaves Alef on fourth.
Okay.
And I guess we shall stop here for the evening then. It's a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool. Oh dear. It'll be interesting to see what she, how she reacts. What we can reveal from her, where she leads us. And hopefully she can tell us who the other people are that were with her. Or that were
No one got
attacked.
downed?
No
No
one-
one got downed?
There was two other characters with her,
Yeah.
but they ran
ran
off
away,
as soon
yeah.
as the kobold attacked.
Yeah. So
But you didn't get a good look at them.
Yeah. So she may know who they are. Or she might not want to say. Because if she is living in the mountains as an outcast of some description, they may be outcasts as well. And she might not want to reveal who they are, their location, etc. So she may not tell us much. Be interesting.
Jesus, you talk a lot when you're sleeping.
I haven't gone to sleep yet. We'll be soon. We'll be soon. Cool. It hasn't turned nighttime yet, so I can't get to sleep.
I can bump you on that with my staff.
That's what you say to all the boys.
That just means that I'm experienced, so it will work.
Cool. That's good. It's great to stop there. We'll just speak to the stream.
Okay, mate.
Yeah. Right, boys and girls. Thank you very much for that. It's been good. I mean, we have a laugh. I mean, I know Lewis Ellereth just keeps dashing off for a shit every now and again, but we did get through one epic fight there. I did think we were going to be all beaten up and largely in the shit, but I think we did some epic roll saves towards the end there as well, which helped massively. I do want to go back to that hut. I've got to check under that rug. I'm telling you now, there's a secret trapdoor under that rug. It's too obvious. So we may end up going there, but we need to find out who this girl is, this half dragon born seemingly and half humanoid. She's not magical. She's no way is she dangerous seemingly. But whether we can extract the information from her and find out who she is. We've helped her. She was nearly dead. We've just got to hope that she wakes up refreshed and full of answers in the next one. Hopefully that will be again very soon at some point. I think it won't be this week. I think it's 2 weeks time. So just before Christmas, the week before Christmas, I think would be our next one, which would be about the 18th, I think it is. 25th is the Friday. So yeah, I think that's when we get one next penciled in for anyway. And we'll see how we go. So obviously the pace of the whole adventure can speed up or slow down depending upon rolls and how we remember things and what information we get from Balth and that's. So thank you very much for joining us. It has been good, and there's Leo. That's Balth. It is a journey of adventure for us all. We've never played, or three of us haven't played before, so we are learning, and I hope you're enjoying it too, because it's something that we do get into with Lewis and Baz and their voices as Elieth and Peanut. So I'm going to bid you good evening. Thank you very much for joining us. Hopefully we're back again tomorrow with another stream that you can all enjoy. Hit me up on the socials when I get you them somewhere there, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. So take care, folks, be good, and we'll see you again soon. TTFN for now.